morning and welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Now, for the past week, there have been a call to the government to heed to their cause that has to do with a good working condition, especially the nurses. And within the course of the week, the Teachers Association has also been out calling on the government to heed to their cause. And just this morning, the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana is also calling on the government to urgently pay the 50% allowance on the basic salaries of all frontline health workers, an amount that has remained in arrears for the past 9 months. In a closed-door meeting with Dr. Smith Graham, the Chief Executive Officer of the Fair Wages and Salary Commission, the association stressed that the need for swift action to ease growing tensions among mortuary workers across the country. During the engagement, the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana also reminded the government of its promise to grant financial clearance for the recruitment of 500 new mortuary workers to ease the current burden on the workforce. So these are the mortuary workers of Ghana also calling on the government to pay them a 50% of an arrears on the government owed them. Now you see, it looks, funny, and it looks like it's a trend, but this is not a trend. It's quite unfortunate that we see this happening. And I wouldn't like to buttress this issue with politics though. But looking at this whole issue, it didn't start in a day. I don't think it started within a twinkle of an eye. You just wake up yesterday and you feel like, no, I was not paid, so I want to strike. I think it happened way back some time ago. This mortuary workers started this complaint, I think, since the previous administration was in power. They were calling on the government that the government should pay them their arrears, and they were not being paid. And same thing to the nurses, and the same applies to the teachers in the universities as well. And you see, as it stands now, everybody is calling on the government. Government, please heed to their call. Government, please listen to them. But we have forgotten that this issue started way back. I'm not saying that the government should not heed to their calls. I'm not saying that the government should not do as they wished. And I'm quite surprised when I see officials of the previous administration making funny claims, calling on the government. You said you would do this. Why are you not doing it? And this is why they voted for you. Why are you silent? But you have forgotten that this issue started way back in your time. What did you do about it? What are the steps you took? What measures did you put in place? Have you left any money behind that will be used to pay these people? And so those funny claims to the government that they should heed to their cause, making it look as if it started just today. They wake up this morning and they found out that they are not being paid for a couple of years or a couple of months. But you were also in power. You experienced the same thing. What did you do? Did you do anything about it? Or when you were leaving, did you say, oh, yes, these people, this institute and that institute were calling on me and I'm supposed to answer them? Well, I couldn't give them the money, but we've left this behind. In case you come on board and there are issues, concerns that are being raised with regards to that same issue, please use this amount to pay them. Because as it stands now, the current administration, they are not doing what they want to do. Well, they are doing it, but they are not fully executing it. As it stands now, I feel like they are trying to cover the holes that was left behind by the previous administration. Yes, we are all calling on the government to pay them. And I know it's not that easy. If today the mortuary workers to say they are calling on the government, imagine the government also come us to tell them that we didn't budget for you. And then the mortuary workers are telling us that they are not going to work. Can we breathe in this country? Because the work they are doing has to do with dead bodies. And as a dead body, you are more or less like a decay. You have no use to the country. You need to be dumped somewhere. So imagine this mortuary workers has laid down their tools and then they say they are going back home. Can we breathe in this country? We can't. To the current administration, yes, I know you didn't plan for that. I know you had no idea that things of this sort will be popping up. But this is the situation at hand. This is what you found yourself in. Please answer their calls. We know it was done. Like, it started way back in previous administration. But since the country is not for any political party and it's for the people, and that was your main promise. You said when you are coming into power, you are going to pay all this arrears that was owed to these workers. You told them in the face. And I must say that they stood on it 50% to vote for you. So now that you are in power, what are you putting in place? You are supposed to reply these people. Even if you don't have the money, I mean, negotiation would do. I know some people are saying that they've negotiated with the government over and over again and they are still not receiving anything. And it feels like the negotiation is not bringing a lasting solution to their problems. So if the negotiation is now not bringing a lasting solution to their problems, what is the next step? Because it will be very sad if tomorrow we hear another institution saying they are going on strike. Then by the time we end this year, about 15 to 20 institutions will also go on strike. And to our workers, I think you should also understand the government. To the mortuary workers, yes, I know the work you are doing is not easy. Dressing dead bodies and making sure that they are being laid down till their time is due to be buried. And these mortuary workers are also they are under the health ministry. So it's still in the health domain. Now, nurses are going on strike. Mortuary workers are also going on strike. Who knows the next group of people who also come out that they are going on strike? And as it stands now, UTAG is also saying that they want to go on strike. And that it has become, we are in the era of striking systems. Each and every day we want to go on strike. I believe this is not the time to be shifting blame. Yes, we know that someone started, they didn't complete. Or they didn't even put in much effort. But there is a solution to every problem on earth. No matter how tedious that problems looks like, there is a solution to it. So the government needs to do something. Yesterday I said even if we cannot pay 100% of what they are requesting for, at least 50% will do. And I know as it stands now, our economy is nothing to write home about. And it looks like they are now rewriting the economy. Definitely, you are going to face challenges. These are all parts, and these were mentioned in the manifesto. So even me, if I'm a health personnel and you are coming on board, I know that should be your first priority. But when you come and then I don't feel anything, I feel disappointed in you. I feel like you've promised and then you are refusing to fulfill your promise. So I believe there is a way out. We can actually do something about this. And our health workers, our mortuary workers, we should also consider the government as well. As I said, they are now trying to rewrite all the wrongs for the past 8 years. And I believe if we have money, if we have money as it is, we can sort them out. And I've seen videos where people are calling for the government should do away with the people on strike and then go in for people, nurses or workers that have been in the house for 8 to 3 years and they are not being employed. They should employ them and they should do away with these people. You see, the government can employ them, but the question is, the problem is still there. So if the government should do away with these people and then employ new set of workers, how sure are you that they are also going to have a good working condition? Employing new people is not solving the problem. It's just like you trying to cover up. You are trying to take off, the weed instead of uprooting it from the roots. So please, to the government, you have a role to play. To the workers, you also have a role to play. Without the nurses, we are not alive. Without us, they also do not exist. Because if we don't fall sick, then what is the use of you going to school? Because we fall sick so you can practice what you learn. So we are there for each other. So please, let's be considerate in this. I know passion wouldn't feed you, but passion drove you into that sector. And to the government, you also have something to do. It's not about employing retired nurses or people who have been in the house for 8 years. But going down to the root and solving the problem from there. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.